In this video, I'm going to give you advice on how to gear up as a fresh level 80 character in the War Within. The first thing is by finishing your quests and doing all the quests that you can do, because there's a chance that the items will proc, and they can proc up to as high as 571 eye level. So you should do all the quests that you can in the entire map, okay? Of course, that's one of the more simple, logical ways to do things. You're going to be doing that anyway. Another thing is by doing dungeons. Normal dungeons or follower dungeons, which are essentially the same thing. Though I recommend doing the normal one with people, because people at level 70 are cracked strong, dude. They are so strong. If you do get any drops through this normal or follower dungeon, it will be around eye level 554, which isn't that great, to be honest. It's not fantastic. Heroic is not available yet, at least in early access. I'm not sure when it goes live. But when heroic dungeons do come around, those will be awarding you with 567 eye level. It's not a massive jump, but if you do have the option to do heroic dungeons, you should be doing those instead. The next thing I'm going to talk about is World Quest. Now, World Quest will give you gear decided based on your current eye level. So if your eye level's low, don't do the ones that award gear just yet. Rather get as much gear as you can from other activities, and then go ahead and do these world quests so that you can get the highest eye level gear that you can. The eye level of the item I got here was 564, which is better than normal dungeons, but still it can be higher if my eye level is higher too. Now, just like you did in Dragonflight, there is an item upgrade vendor. It's going to be located right over here, the easiest one to showcase, at least in the Isle of Dorn at Dornegal, right? So at this exact location over here, there is a room roundabout over here. So I'm going to show you what this area looks like. This is what the room looks like from the outside. Once you do go into this room, you'll see there's two NPCs. You should also have a quest that you can do for the one on the right. And if you go ahead and speak with the guy who does the item upgrades, you can see that you can go ahead and upgrade your items 3 eye level at a time, which is going to cost you those Valorstones that you've been collecting. Now, I don't recommend doing this for gear right now. Rather wait until you have gear that's much higher eye level, because you don't know when you're going to need this currency, and you don't want to spend it on something that you're going to replace as soon as heroic and mythic dungeons come out. Rather wait until you're on 580, maybe 590 eye level before you start using this. But it is here to, you know, remind you for later pushing, or if you do get lucky and you get a really high item and you want to just, you know, push it across that threshold. In War Within, BOEs play a massive role of gearing. It's surprising, to be honest. The eye level of BOEs is a lot better than most things I would have expected it to be. For once, they are actually really, really usable. You'll get BOEs between like 551 to 564. It's crazy. They'll drop quite often as you're playing and as you're doing quests and as you're killing NPCs. You can either sell them on the auction house. In fact, if you want to like fully just, you know, fill out all your slots so that you can get to like heroic dungeons and skip normal dungeons entirely, you could go to an auction house, search for armor or even weapons, search by your style here, go to the thing, press like, you know, the armor piece that you want, sort by highest eye level first here, and you can see here 564 eye level, which should get you into heroic dungeons if they are out already. So it's a quick way to skip doing normal dungeons as well. Now, a new system in the War Within are delves. Now, delves are kind of solo player instances, very similar to a dungeon. You can take your friends in here, or you can do it by yourself. Now, there are certain delves that are bountiful. Bountiful means it has a special chest at the end, but this will require a restored coffer key. Now, you don't get these quite often, so don't just be opening up all of these chests right now at the beginning. You're gonna be so sad, because you can wait until you can push higher difficulties, because these are done in tiers. Right now, we can only do tier 1, 2, and 3, but later ones will unlock as time goes by. And you'll see here the reward for tier 3 is 554 eye level gear, which isn't that great. That's kind of like the same as normal dungeons. So tier 3 is like a normal dungeon. But if you go to those bountiful ones, you'll see here, not only will you get those normal rewards, you'll also get a 571 eye level for tier 3 in a special chest that is going to take that restored coffer key to open. So as you can imagine, doing higher tiers means that this reward is going to be higher eye level as well. So save your keys for higher tiers. If you go ahead and you do all the quests, side quests, world quests, and you get your renown up, starting in Dornagal right over here, this location, you can actually track it over here. I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like when you get here. The quartermaster here for the Council of Dornagal is located up those stairs. And when you have high enough renown level, you'll get access to new items in his quartermaster shop. So you can find the icon on your map here to track your unlocks, your summary. I'm on level 8. You only need level 7 to get access to purchasing some pretty nice gear. This is going to be a shoulder pad for eye level 584. That is a very nice purple quality item that you can start the game out with right here. So you can go ahead and spend resonance crystals, which I have 8,000 of. So this is something you're going to get quite often. And that is a huge upgrade for me. And you can even use the item upgrade on this if you so choose. I mean, I could probably upgrade this to 603, 606, I think, right now with all the currency I have. Now, Dornagal isn't the only location where you can get a gear piece. If we go to the Ringing Deeps and we go to this location right over here, the quartermaster is going to be located at this area. I'm going to show you where they are specifically because this was something that was a bit tricky for me. You'll find him right outside this little tent over here next to the staircase. When you speak to this one over here, you will have to require level 8 for your renown to get the next one. So you'll have to have 8 for the renown. This one is going to give you a helmet that is going to be eye level 584. Now to get renown up, you just have to do all the quests, world quests, kill rares, find treasures within the area, and you should get renown just, you know, by just playing in that area and doing the stuff, right? So the next one is going to be Hallowfall. Now in Hallowfall, you're going to go to that main city at what's it called? Merildar, dude, bro. Merildar. I don't know why that sounds so weird. But anyway, right by this fountain, you'll see there's an NPC standing over here, and this is the quartermaster, and this one is going to give you your next item, right? So if we go ahead and check here, this one's going to be at renown level 7. This is going to be a chest plate for eye level 584. So those are 3 pieces of gear at eye level 584 that you could get pretty much for just finishing the side quests and the main quests of the game, which shouldn't take you that long. I mean, now for the lost area, Ashkahet, this one's a bit tricky. It's not available for an item right now, but it does list one. So I don't know if this is not available in early access and is maybe coming through the official release of the game. But if we go ahead and we go to this location over here, the quartermaster is right over here. So towards the northwest of the, like, you know, big spider in the middle. And you'll see here in the shop, it doesn't have an item, but if we go to the renown, it does list 2 of them. One at, I think, like renown level 6 for a lower eye level, and then at renown level 11 there's a higher level one, but it doesn't exactly say what it is. I don't know if it's like a trinket or a ring or something. It's a bit vague. If you didn't know, opening up treasures also has a high chance of giving you good gear. So you should be opening up treasure chests when you see them on your minimap. Go open them up because they're also going to give you currencies and coins for, you know, the resonance crystals and the Valorstones, which you're going to need for item upgrades and you know, all the other stuff to buy from the renowned quartermasters. So loot the treasures, guys, okay? Treasures aren't your only source of getting gear. You can also go ahead and kill rare mobs. So rare mobs that they spawn on the map, it has an icon around it. It looks like a silver little icon. You can go ahead and kill mobs and you will get gear from them. Sometimes it can be stronger, sometimes it's just 544 eye level, which is the same as normal, which is, you know, it's okay, but it's quick, it's easy. You just drop by, you just one-shot the mob and boom, that's like, you know, almost like you did a normal dungeon for 20 minutes and didn't get any drops, but this one you at least get a drop most of the time. So that's something. Now, in due time, we should get Mythic dungeons, which will be giving us gear level of 593. So that is the goal that you want to get as close to this as possible for pushing Mythic Plus when it is available. Right now, it won't be. This is the same for raiding. In normal raids, you will be able to get gear that is between 597 to 603. So normal raids are going to be much better than Mythic Zeros, which I feel like works quite well, though Mythic Plus, you'll obviously be pushing gear a lot higher, but I feel like this is probably the first expansion where the gear feels really balanced out in many different ways. You can level by yourself in solo delves, you can do, you know, dungeons if that's what you enjoy, or even raiding if that's your thing. And that's it for my guidance. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.